1,000 times I've imagined this moment. Never like this.
Imprisonment. What a curious principle. We confine the physical body, yet the mind is still free.
Our opportunity to demonstrate our compassion, our dedication, our solidarity has passed.
All my life I've pursued the mysteries of science, only to discover some are better left unsolved.
Then a real monster showed up. And I just ran away.
There's a monster inside all of us.
The mutation must survive.
If you want to last in this world, you must learn to be both the fox and the wolf.
If you take this path, they will despise you.
We can show the people we are merciful.
A wolf has no mercy.
We can't make a deal with a snake and cut off its head.
You expect everyone to give you what you want. If you really want people to talk to you, you have to let them think you have what they want.
Bit of advice. Don't threaten the guy who pours the drinks.
These are simply favors amongst friends.
You see, that's your weakness, Marcus. You carry your chin so high, you fail to see the opportunity below.
I know it sounds impossible, but when have we ever let that stop us?
All we ever wanted. The boy didn't even haggle. And what do I lose but problems?
With him, you'd be investing in the past. With us, you'd be investing in the future.
Yeah, well, you can't escape the past.
Time's lapped you, old man.
You don't understand what's at stake. But how can you?
Perhaps the time has come to explore a more radical solution.
That's a burden that only I here carry. Time.
Humans don't live for centuries. We can't wait for progress.
Piltover needs a leader who looks forward. Someone like you.
My father put hammers in the hands of the people, and they built this magnificent city.
Here's to the new us.
Give the people a glimpse of the future.
Imagine the wonders they could create with, magic in their hands.
Revolutionary how? All I see is a boy meddling with things he doesn't understand.
Everyone makes mistakes, right? What's important is that we don't repeat them.
He offered me a gold coin for every blade I retrieved. He wanted me to know death.
Do you contemplate death, Professor?
Only that of friends.
Sometimes death is a mercy.
Nothing ever stays dead.
I know the look of a doomed man.
You'll oblige a doomed man one last smoke.
You weren't always the peacekeeper, were you?
Jace, you don't know war. I do.
Kino says war is a failure of statecraft.
It must be our last resort.
Are we just gonna stand by while they attack us?
We're scientists, not soldiers.
War is coming. You've let the problems of your undercity fester too long.
That path? This? It's not going to solve your problems.
Piltover isn't like Noxus. War isn't our first and every recourse.
Nobody wins in war, Vi.
I'm trying to save you from annihilation.
Peace is already broken, Jace.
You want peace, this is the price.
I sponsored Hextech to protect the city, not burn it to the ground.
They can all burn.
Weapons can't be unmade, and they are always used.
It'd be a shame if I had to put them on again.
What happened to you?
We've been talking about talking for weeks now.
Cast irons, well, it's hard to clean.
They're still cleaning the blood off the bridge. When do we say enough is enough?
I'll let us across this bridge, thinking things could change.
Nature has made us intolerant to change, but fortunately, we have the capacity to change our nature.
This is how things are, how they've always been. I was so stupid to think it could change.
It's a little crude, I'll admit. The base violence necessary for change.
When you're going to change the world, don't ask for permission.
We can't change what fate has in store for us, but we don't have to face it alone.
Loneliness is often the byproduct of a gifted mind.
They will never understand. It's only us.
would you take something that does that to you?
I just wanted to feel what it was like to be somebody, to make other people afraid.
The only way to defeat a superior enemy is to stop at nothing, to become what they fear.
We're the champions of discovery. Why fear it?
I recognize that any worthwhile venture involves risk.
A little danger is worth the risk, don't you think?
That's a risk I've known all my life.
But sometimes we venture too far. No great science should ever put lives in danger.
Are you sure this is safe?
Of course not.
Fear haunts us all. Child, you're afraid.
I am afraid.
That pain, it feels like it'll eat you from the inside out. Can either break you or forge you into something greater.
You're just a small man in a little hole the world forgot to bury.
Power. Real power doesn't come to those who are born strongest, or fastest, or smartest.
Today I got a glimpse of what war between us might look like. Your people wouldn't stand a chance.
No, it comes to those who will do anything to achieve it.
This city was founded to be a bastion of enlightenment, in a world that cannibalized itself over power and pride.
She's a symbol of the old regime. Kill her now. Only one must die. Let her live, and you may need to kill thousands.
You really think you're in a position to demand all this?
Clever to charm her subjects, but pliable so we can mold her.
I give you credit for your stunt. Boy, didn't think you had the stomach. The world's growing smaller every day.
Topside and bottom, oil and water, that's all there is.
The Undercity cannot be controlled. Not by us.
We came from a world where there was never enough to go round.
I was an outsider the moment I stepped foot in Piltover.
This is not what Piltover's future looks like, my dear boys.
That's for the council to decide.
This corruption runs deep, Sheriff. I intend to root it out.
But you've grown fat and complacent. Too much time in the sun.
You people down here are all the same. Mistaking arrogance for bravery. You think you're standing up for something? But we all know there is a crime behind every coin that passes through this place.
They may not be your preferred constituents, but they're still our people.
They're right not to trust us.
Loyalty. Brothers and sisters back to back against whatever the world threw at us. Now I'm forced to share the air with parasites like you, who leech off their legacies.
No one in my life expected very much of me. And that is precisely what makes this moment so extraordinary.
You're the one who always says we have to earn our place in this world.
And all the while this question lingers before you. Have you had enough? Oh, it all makes sense now, brother.
And before I begin, Ambassador, are you prepared to lose her?
Is there anything so undoing as a daughter?
When did you get so comfortable living in someone else's shadow?
In what mad world would I trust someone like you?
How many problems can one girl cause?
I'm not fit to govern the people who live there. And neither are you.
I grew up knowing I'm less than them. That my place is down there.
I wish I could say it gets easier, kiddo. But I'd be lying.
I simply believed in myself.
Don't need charity, counselor.
I knew you still had it in you.
I want Powder to have more than that, and I'm willing to fight for it.
I'm only asking you to prepare to defend your people.
You'd be surprised what you can pull off when your life depends on it.
I gave you life, purpose.
To be of service to the city. That's trophy enough.
Everyone's got to do their part, right?
We both have our shitty parts to play.
I will give you the world, child, if you prove you can take it.
The Martyrs usually only take from the world. We're not often in the position to give anything back.
It's not enough to give people what they need to survive. You have to give them what they need to live.
You could pass a lifetime without ever facing a choice like that.
There is always a choice.
You didn't have a choice. He knew what he was signing up for.
They're growing up, Vander. Looking to write their own stories. You can't protect them forever.
I would set the world ablaze to protect our family.
I'm gonna find her and erase whatever fucked up delusions you put in her head. But first, I'm gonna bring your bullshit empire down all around you. I wanted to protect the city from people like you.
I'm sorry, Professor, but healing this city will take more than just speeches.
This city needs healing. More than I ever realized.
You'll get people killed. For what? Pride?
For respect.
On one day, this city's gonna respect us.
Everything he built either exploded, melted, or toppled over. And yet, here he stands.
Imagining yourself a hero.
These brave enforcers sacrificed their lives to defend the values of our great city.
One final act to make you the martyr you've always seen yourself as.
He realized nothing he could accomplish could compare to the contributions of his student.
I had no idea.
At least we have the solace of knowing he died fighting for our cause.
Love and legacy are the sacrifices we make for progress.
That was his sacrifice.
The price of our freedom.
You would sacrifice your life's work?
You die for the cause, but you won't fight for one.
We didn't have the benefits of a patron or a name.
I am your family. Everyone else betrays us.
You topsiders always find a way to screw us.
I suppose Topside is to blame for all your misfortunes.
The sons and daughters of Zon deserve more than their runoff.
I have seen many students. It's a sad truth that those who shine brightest often burn fastest.
What is truth but a survivor's story?
Figments. My contributions will be short-lived, even in your memory.
The city has a short memory.
We've forgotten. Loosened our morals in favor of comfort and convenience.
We lost ourselves. Lost our dream.
That is why we fight. Do you remember?
Everything made sense then.
Have you forgotten how she left you? Who found you? Who cared for you?
If dangerous ideas didn't excite the imagination, we would never wander astray.
In the pursuit of great, we failed to do good.
I can fix this.
I can fix this.
You're my daughter. I'll never forsake you.